All right, man, real quick video here talking about one of our rookies, a guy who I had after everything ended, preseason, training camp, OTAs, all that stuff. He was my number one dude. And it started off a little bit slow in that first game against Seattle. But after that, he's slowly getting better. In these past 3 or 4 weeks, he's been awesome. He's been absolutely awesome. And I'm talking about a guy by the name of Upton Stout, man. Yesterday against the Browns, he was flying all over the field. Flying all over the field. I loved what I saw out of him against the Browns. I believe he had 4 targets, only 31 yards, but in that run game too, he was putting his body on the line. He was out there. It looked like he was the most aggressive dude on defense out there, just chirping, doing his thing, and it was a sight to see, man. It was a sight to see Upton Stout living up to that potential that we saw in camp. And right now he looks like one of our better rookies. At first you were looking, these past 3 weeks, it was good Alfred Collins, but Alfred Collins, he needs to get a sack. That game against the Rams, that was his shining moment. That fumble against the Rams, but he's got to get it going. But right now, yeah, Upton Stout might be performing as one of our better rookies out there. And there was that one game, I forgot what it was, where it kind of was a little bit of a rough game. It was like 5 weeks ago. But after that, again, these past games, man, it looked like he was one of our better players against the Carolina Panthers. I didn't even make a video about that, but I thought I thought that was his best game against the Carolina Panthers. And he comes this week, and I thought he was flying. I thought he was absolutely had a great performance, playing that nickel. I get it. You're going up against a rookie, Shador Sanders and whatnot, but you can only play against who you're playing against. And I thought what he did, the way him and all the cornerbacks, actually, Renardo Green, gave up that touchdown, but it was kind of miscommunication with him and Jair Brown and also Guilford. He just stood there, dude. He could have, I thought it could have been his man. PFF said it was Renardo Green that gave up the touchdown, so it is what it is. But overall, I thought all the cornerbacks played great. Mustafa, I think he's coming back to last year's form. The way he played, it's looking like, all right, this is the Mustafa that we saw last year. It was kind of rough early on, and it's gonna happen. When you're coming off the injury, don't expect these guys to come in and be this star right away. It's not gonna happen. So it took a few weeks, but now Mustafa, these past few weeks, has just been flying like a missile. So I'm loving that. I'm loving seeing Upton, Mustafa do that. It's like a girl at school, she gets a haircut and it's too short. It's too short, I mean, come on, it's not like, we're not here like G.I. Jane, what's her name, Demi Moore. We don't want that, but once it starts coming out, starts growing, you see the glow in the girl, you see the beauty in the girl. That's Malik Mustafa right there, man. It took a while, but it's coming along, baby. It's coming along. And Jair Brown, the hate that I've been giving Jair Brown, even though this week he did get toasted, but it was an overthrow from Shador. It wasn't a bad. It was a solid performance this week. And then last year he won the NFC defensive player of the week. So with those 2 interceptions against the Panthers. So give it up to that dude, man. Give it up to that dude. So yeah, our secondary right now, I said at the beginning of the year, it's gonna be our strength. It's gonna be our strength, and it has been our strength. And Upton Stout has been a part of that, because last year, look at our nickel. Look at the past 2 years with our nickels that we've had. We've had guys from like Isaiah Oliver. Who was it? Isaac Yadam played quite a bit inside. Rocky Yassin. It was like dude after dude that would just always get worked on third downs. It would be third down, throw it to the nickel. He's going to get owned, and that's that. This year, man, these guys are freaking clawing. Upton Stout. Sometimes they have Pinnock in there if they want to go big. They're fighting. They're grinding. And I'm loving that we're getting out off the field on third downs. Not like last year, where we just couldn't do that to save our lives. Even 2 years ago, the first 8 weeks, we couldn't get off on third down. So we're doing a really good job. This team is doing a really good job at staying the course, not being afraid. And I think Upton Stout, man, I think he's just going to get better and better. One thing we saw in training camp preseason when I was making videos, and it was understandable. People were like, yeah, he's looking really good in camp, but can he do it in the games? He's only $185, 5'8". Is he going to be able to do it in the games? And you know what? He's delivering. He's delivered. As a rookie, this dude's only going to get better. He's only going to get better. So I think we have this nickel spot locked down for quite a few years if he continues to progress and continues to work hard in the offseason and decides I'm gonna get better. So yeah, man, big shout out to Upton Stout, 3rd-round pick, a guy that we all were pumped up. I know Matt Mayoko had him as his #1 rookie heading into after camp, as well as me. So I love it, man. I love what I see from him, and hopefully, again, he gets continue to get these reps. I believe he played, what did they say, 28 to 38. He played quite a bit of snaps this game. They went a lot of nickel in this game. So hopefully these rookies could continue to come in and play solid football, man. That's what we need. We need these guys to come in, play solid football. I want Alfred Collins to start picking it up again. I need him to start picking it up again because he's playing a lot of football, and we need those pressures. We need those hits. We need to clog that defensive inside because Cleveland kind of did run a little bit on us, especially that touchdown drive. So he needs to get it going. CJ West needs to get it going, man. He was another guy. I think he was number 2 or 3 on my power rankings that heading after preseason. He was a guy that we got to get going, man. We got to get going. He needs to get pressures. He needs to hit the quarterback because it's in there. The potential I know is in there with CJ West too. And obviously we know what happened with Mikal Williams. But yeah, dude, even Nick Martin, our 3rd-round pick, he laid the wood, dude. He laid the freaking wood on that special teams play. I believe that's where he got the concussion. But dude, every time this guy's out there, he's trying to cause a turnover. And that's awesome seeing that. You know, he put his body out there, and hopefully he's all right and he'll be ready to go next week. But dude, he was, you know, again, all year long since he started playing special teams, since I was begging for Niners to put him in there, he's been out there fantastic, absolutely fantastic on special teams. And those few plays he played in Arizona where he actually played, I don't know if was it Will or Sam linebacker, dude, he was freaking awesome. What did he have, like 7 tackles and 14 plays? So, I mean, again, that's one thing that I wish the Niner coaching staff would play more. The rookies, we're playing some of them, but I would love to play more of them. That would be absolutely, that would be awesome to see that. But yeah, man, these rookies are coming in and they're having to play some big time snaps, man, especially on defense. So we just need to continue for them to get going. And again, once we get that pass rush going, these interceptions are going to be coming, man. And the pass rush is starting to come along. You know, I'm saying it right now. It's starting to come along with these guys. These guys are starting to get pressures. I believe we had 11 pressures against the Browns this game, 11 or 13, 4 from Keon White, 4 from Clean Farrell, 1 from Robert Beal. Who else got pressures? There's a few more that got pressures. I know Huff got 1. So altogether, I think it was 11. And if we keep getting those pressures, those turnovers are going to be coming on defense. I'm telling you right now. And these guys, again, are ball hawks from Lenore, Green, Upton Stout, Mustafa. It's going to come, man. It's going to come. And it's going to come in a big way. We're going to be jumping up, screaming, let's go. That's our ball, baby. All right, man. I'm pumped up. Monday morning victory. I'm out of here. But let me know what you guys think, man. Upton Stout, man. Looks like another solid-ass rookie. I love it, baby. All right, man. Peace.